Good evening, USFFL. The NFC DIvisional playoffs are already underway. San Francisco and their 16-1 record is at home as the 1 seed hosting the Minnesota Vikings. USFFL playoff action starts right now. All right, let's go ahead and get that game up. And Vikings have possession. Niners had the opening possession of the game, I believe. Let's take a look here. They did indeed 4 plays, 7 yards, no first downs. They had to punt. And the Vikings now have the ball in San Francisco territory already. 2nd and 9 at the San Fran 43. Must not have been a very good punt. Kirk Cousins back to pass, short, and JJ's got it. Justin Jefferson makes the catch, pick up a 12. First and 10 now at the San Fran 31-yard line. Off tackle, left side, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get himself just 3 yards. Tackle Christian Darrensaw could not make the block. Says he's a 6, but I think that there was a run formation that took a -1 to the pass blocking, or to the run blocking. Sorry, flat pass is incomplete to Thielen, and it's 3rd and 7 at the San Fran 28. The Vikings are coached by Skeeter Henderson, and the San Francisco 49ers are coached by Rich Pierce. On 3rd and 7, 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. KJ Osborne in the slot. Dalvin Cook's going to be the tailback here. San Fran in the nickel. Here's a screen to the tailback. Dalvin Cook. And he's got the catch, and just enough for the first down, 7 yards from Kirk Cousins on the flat pass right column. Needed 7, got 7. 1st and 10 at the San Fran 21. So the Vikings on the fringe of the red zone here. Back to pass, looking short into a run defense, and incomplete. Pass intended for Justin Jefferson. Found a soft spot on Cousins' card, 2nd and 10. Three wide receivers split out again here. It's a run, though, up the middle. Dalvin Cook. Nice call, San Fran defense. They called run. Goes to the defensive card for a pick of the 5. 6 on the white die. Beats the defensive tackle. And that's going to be the best way to get yards against San Francisco. Their run defense rated supreme. San Francisco leads the USFFL this year in scoring defense at 15.8. The Vikings lead the USFFL in scoring offense at nearly twice that. So we'll see how that shakes out throughout the game, beginning right here on this high leverage play. 3rd and 5, Vikings at the San Fran 16. They're going to split out 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Niners out of the nickel. Going to try to run with it. Off tackle. Cook gets to his card, and Dalvin is short. He actually had the first down by his card, but containment was successful, and it's 4th and 2 at the San Fran 13-yard line. From right there, it's 2 to 10. And indeed, on comes Greg Joseph. Skeeter going to go ahead and take the field goal here early from 30 yards away. Kick is up, and it's through. 9 minutes left first quarter. The Vikings draw first blood with a field goal. It's 3-0. San Fran takes over now, 1st and 10 at their 25 after a touchback. Christian McCaffrey, the tailback, in a blocking back set. Here's a run, and he's brought down. Loss of 1. That went on Minnesota's defensive card. It's 2nd and 11. They did have a linebacker in the zone. Vikes are good rating against the run. Very poor, however, against the pass. There's a draw, Christian McCaffrey, and he's got room. 1st down carry. Needed 11, got 11. Niners now 1st and 10 out to their 35. Right back to McCaffrey. Pitch out around the edge, and he's got the corner. McCaffrey, another short gain, 16 yards. Across midfield now at the Minnesota 49-yard line. Back-to-back short gains from McCaffrey. They're going to go again, off tackle. McCaffrey into a pass defense again. This time on the defensive card, another short gain. McCaffrey for 15. Split roll odds, and he needed a 2 through 7 or 12, and he got the 5. McCaffrey, 5 carries, 41 yards already. Niners are 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 34-yard line. Off tackle again, McCaffrey, and he's good for 5 here. Just missed his short gain, 2nd and 5 at the 29. Safety up close, showing blitz here. Defense looking pass, but it's run again. McCaffrey, pitch out, left side. He's going to get 3. That on the defensive card. Third down and 2. Niners in a blocking back set. Run right up the middle to McCaffrey. Into a pass defense again. The McCaffrey is going to get 5 yards. Penalty, however, and it's holding on San Francisco. A lot of runs early. And so far, Skeeter appears to be giving it. Guessing pass. Holding penalty here backs up the Niners. It's 3rd and 12 now at the Minnesota 36. They're going to stay in a run set, blocking back. Nickel defense here from Minnesota. Back to pass, short. It's going to Kittle. He is double-teamed, and he catches it anyway. The double team was by the linebacker, and in the 4-man column, he got receiver. When the linebacker doubles you, you don't get credit in that double team column. He got 12 on the right column on 3rd and 12. 1st and 10 now at the 24. Right back to Kittle. Flat pass, left side, good for 7. Another catch for Kittle, this time with 2 men in a flat pass zone. Got it to the quarterback card. Garoppolo completed it. It's 2nd and 3. Niners into the red zone now at the 17. There's a run up the middle. McCaffrey's good for 5 and a 1st down. That with a linebacker in zone on the defensive card. Converts it anyway. 1st and 10 at the 12. Safety up close. Showing blitz. Back to pass indeed. Garoppolo looking short. He is targeting Brandon Ayuk, and it's going to be actually a dead ball foul. So another offensive penalty on the Niners. 1st and 15 now back at the 17. Vikes out of the nickel. Off tackle draw, McCaffrey, and he's going to lose a yard. Skeeter dialed up a run call defensively, and that moved that draw into the key column. So good call defensively there for Skeeter. It's 2nd and 16. Niners stay in the run set, blocking back. Staring across at a nickel defense. Wondering if we might see Kittle again here. Pitch out. McCaffrey on the run around the edge, and he's brought down right away. Cameron Bynum on the tackle. McCaffrey hit the 5 on his wrong column. And it's 3rd and 16 now at the 18. From right here, a field goal would be 2-10 to tie the game up. Needs 16. Deebo Samuel and McCaffrey are both A-rated yaks. Kittle's a B, so a lot of opportunity there as well. Vikes stay in the nickel. McCaffrey already 10 carries here in the first quarter. And on 3rd and 16, it's a screen to McCaffrey. He is doubled by the safeties, so that's going to move a man in zone. And on the right column, it's a yak opportunity. And that is going to be caught for McCaffrey. And he is right into the end zone with a touchdown. McCaffrey's yak busted out a long gain. And it's an 18-yard catch and run. McCaffrey from Garoppolo. Extra point is up and good by Robbie Gould. And at the 3-minute mark of the first quarter, Niners are on the board. They're up at home 7-3. Vikes begin the next drive at the 25. Cook's going to be out here on the first play. It's Alexander Madison. Looking pass, 2-minute zone, and picked off by the Niners on the defensive card. Doubled up the look in and got the payoff. Interception by Fred Warner. And the Niners 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 14. Big interception. Safety up close showing blitz. It's a run up the middle, and McCaffrey's good for 5. Defense called run. McCaffrey got that on his right column. 2nd and 5 now inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Here's an off tackle. Elijah Mitchell this time. And Mitchell on his wrong column has got room, and he's right through into the end zone. Touchdown, San Fran. Extra point is good. And the 49ers, 2 touchdowns, just 1:12 apart. And they're up 14-3. Vikes now with possession. Back to pass, looking short. This one's going to Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson has got a short pass turned into a long gain inside the San Fran 40, inside the 30, and finally brought down at the 25-yard line. Lenore on the tackle, a 50-yard pass and run to Justin Jefferson. 1st and 10 at the 25 now from Minnesota. Defense looks pass. It's a run up the middle and nothing doing. With 0 men in zone, that's a result of 0 on the defensive card. 2nd and 10. It's still Alexander Madison in the backfield. Niners in a 3-4. Back to pass, looking short. This one's going to KJ Osborne, and that ball's going to be intercepted by San Fran again. Picked off Charvarius Ward. That one on the 3-man column defensively. And the Niners with another turnover. Take over at their own 20. Right back to the blocking back. Safety up close, shows blitz. Flat pass, right side, Deebo Samuel. And it's incomplete. Samuel can't find it on the Vikes defensive card, 2nd and 10. That's the end of the first quarter. In San Francisco, the Niners, a couple of quick touchdowns here at the end of the quarter, and they're up 14-3. 2nd and 10, pitch out. McCaffrey going to the left side, and he's going to get 6 yards. Coach Henderson did call the run defense, but it went to the defensive card. Sets up a more manageable 3rd and 4. Defense calls runner is McCaffrey. Up the middle, on his card. He's going to lose a yard. But a dead ball foul. That's going to work out, giving the Niners another chance. 5-yard penalty. So cancel that down. It's 3rd and 9 now. Vikes out of the nickel. Safety up close. Showing blitz. Back to pass. Garoppolo looks short to McCaffrey. And I'm sorry, that's actually Kyle Juszczyk with the catch. And a 10-yard pickup converts. That on the 4-man column. Needed 9, got 10. San Fran, 1st and 10 at their own 31. First down run. McCaffrey goes for 6. Early second quarter, he's already 13 carries, 70 yards. McCaffrey out. He's going to get a blow. It's Jordan Mason in. And Mason with the off-tackle run, and he's good for 7. Linebacker in zone, but left tackle Trent Williams plowed the road for 7 yards. 1st and 10 now. San Fran from the 44. Flat pass, right side. Kittle's got it. Across midfield. Pick up a 7. Danielle Hunter on the tackle. It's 2nd and 3. From the Minnesota 49 now. 2 tight end set. Deebo Samuel. Deep in the eye. As the running back. Defense looks run. But it's a pass. Garoppolo going short to Brandon Ayuk. He's got the catch. First down yardage. Down at the 32-yard line. A pickup of 17 on the play. First and 10 now at the Minnesota 32. Safety Bynum showing blitz again. Garoppolo back to pass. He's looking short, but he's going to have to dump it off. Flushed and dumps it out to Deebo Samuel, and it's incomplete. Garoppolo failed that on his card. 2nd down and 10. That'll put the Vikes back in the nickel. Run set here. Flat pass, Deebo Samuel, and he's got it. 5 yards. On the defensive card on 6, a +5 reading. Still work to do. 3rd and 5. San Fran at the 27 of Minnesota. The Vikes will stay in the nickel. Vikes looking run, but it's a pass. Garoppolo looking short. Going to Ayuk, and he's got the catch. Inside the 15, brought down at the 12. Cameron Dantzler on the tackle. But the sticks are moved, and it's 1st and 10, and now at the 12. Four linebackers on the field here. There's an off tackle, McCaffrey, and he gets 4 yards. Got that on his right column. It's 2nd and 6 now at the 8. So linebackers will be flooding the zone here. Niners will go to a full house set. Vikes safety showing blitz. Defense looks pass, but it's run up the middle. Fullback, Juszczyk. He is 1st down yardage. Pickup of 6. And the Niners are now 1st and goal at the 2. Full house again. It's McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel in the backfield, along with Juszczyk. The key's on the quarterback, and it's a key on Garoppolo. Then, nonetheless, touchdown on the sneak. Center Jake Brendel made the key block. And it's going to be 21-3 in favor of the Niners. Injury on the play. And missing the next 2 games. So that would be the rest of the season, essentially, for Jordan Hicks. Right inside linebacker. Rates 5 against the run. 6 blitzing. So the Vikes now trail 21-3. And they have to come from behind. They'll start at their 25. 2 tight end set, back to pass. Cousins looking deep, and he's going to go ahead and flush it. Looking out instead to Munt, the tight end, and it's good for 6. A nice flush there. If you're a Vikings fan, as Justin Jefferson, the targeted receiver, was doubled. Vikes 2nd and 4 now from their 31. Back to pass, looking short. This one's caught. First down. Tight end TJ Hawkinson has it. Minnesota out to the 44. 8:06 left, second quarter. An 18-point deficit on the road is not easy, but again, Minnesota, the top scoring team in the USFFL this year. Dalvin Cook still on the sidelines. It's Alexander Madison in the backfield in a running set. Back to pass, looking deep, going right back to Jefferson. He is doubled again on this play, and another flush. So a break there for the Vikings. Right back to Munt, just like last time, and Munt's got it again. 7-yard pickup. Munt with a couple of flush receptions here to bail the Vikings out of double team. Second and 3 now in San Fran territory at the 49. Vikes in a 2 tight end set, run right up the middle. Madison to the defensive guard it goes. That's not good, 3 yards. First and 10 now at the 46 of San Francisco. Back to pass. Cousins looking deep, and this time he's going to be sacked. Brought down on the play. Nick Bosa from the defensive end spot drops him for a 7-yard loss. And it is now 2nd and 17 Minnesota at their own 47. And it appears that the San Fran coach requesting a moment to change lineups. So he's got some change in mind. These two teams did not meet during the regular season. San Fran losing only 1 game all year. That was to the Rams. And am I seeing that right? The Rams beat them 26-0. So the Niners lose only 1 game all year long, but they were shut out at home by the Rams 26-0. For the Rams, that marked their 4th win in a row, coming out of the gates 4-0. And then they went on to lose their next 8 games. Things can get streaky in real life and in the USFFL from time to time. Coach Pierce has finished his substitutions, and we're back in business. After the sack, Vikes, 2nd and 17 again at their own 47. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Deep dime here from the Niners. Here comes a flat pass. This one's going to Hawkinson. They're attacking 4-rated linebacker. And Hawkinson, with a result of receiver, is good for 5 yards. And he fumbles it. Hawkinson puts it on the ground. Let's see who gets it. And it's the Vikings that fall on the ball. Unless he decides to advance it, he does not. And that makes it 3rd and 5 at the San Fran 41. Dalvin Cook back in the game. Single setback in a 3 wide receiver formation. Niners now in a nickel. Cousins back to pass. He looks short. He's going to Jalen Reagor. He's got the catch and a first down. Cousins gets it on his card. Vikes 1st and 10 now at the San Fran 30. Cook back out. Alexander Madison back in. Cousins back to pass. The double team is on Jefferson. The pass goes to the tight end, TJ Hawkinson, but he's a flush. So Cousins instead dumping it out here to the tailback, Madison, and that's going to be caught. 6-yard pass. Tackled at the 24 by Fred Warner. His 3rd tackle of the game, 2nd and 4. Dalvin Cook still noticeably on the sidelines. It's Alexander Madison. Madison has a pass block too. I might look at that. Back to pass, looking short. This one going to KJ Osborne, and it's caught. Pick up a 12. Another play where Justin Jefferson was double teamed, and Coach Skeeter Henderson getting it to the secondary receivers. They're now 1st and 10 at the San Fran 12. And indeed, Dalvin Cook has the 0 pass block rating. So Madison being used here as a guard against Bosa. Here's a first down screen going out to Alexander Madison on the right side. And it's a result of receiver. Madison with a good catch and a run for 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Vikings now at the 5-yard line of San Francisco. Bosa's got a 10-star rating, so Madison's 2 pass block not necessarily going to do that much. I mean, it does give you a chance, but here's a run up the middle. Alexander Madison, and he's got 3 yards and a first down. And it's 1st and goal. Vikings now at the 2. They will bring out the full house formation. Vikings desperately needing to get in here with a touchdown before half. San Francisco had the ball first, and so Vikings will get the ball coming out of half. Niners looking run. Back to pass, though, is Cousins. Short to the end zone. Tight end. Hawkinson can't get it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Niners in the end zone. Azeez Al-Shahir picks it off, and the Niners protect their 18-point lead. It's still 21-3. Kirk Cousins, 3 first-half interceptions. And with 4:12 to go before halftime, Niners begin at their 20. That again was in the 4-man column, 2 through 6 and 12 split roll. Bad break. You can't beat a 16-1 team with 3 first-half turnovers. Flat pass going to McCaffrey, and it's a receiver opportunity for him, and that's first down yardage, 10 yards. 3rd catch on the day for McCaffrey. And an injury on the play to Jonathan Bullard of Minnesota. Looks like he's going to miss the rest of this game. Bullard, defensive right end, to 4. No blitz rating for him. McCaffrey on the bench now. It's Elijah Mitchell off tackle, right side. Defense called run, though, and he's going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Clock ticking down to 3 minutes remaining. First half. On 2nd and long, Vikings will stay in the nickel. McCaffrey back on the field. Defense looks past. Here's the draw. McCaffrey, left side off tackle, and McCaffrey's got his short gate again. Big day for McCaffrey. He gets a bad roll on the chart. It's actually 10 yards only. So he doesn't even get the first down. It's 3rd and 1. McCaffrey now 84 yards rushing, 15 carries here in the first half. He's still in there, blocking back formation. Juszczyk in front of him. Run up the middle. McCaffrey is going to try to get it to his card in the right column, and he's got a first down. And the Vikes are flagged for a face mask on top of that. So that penalty yardage will take San Fran across midfield. 1st and 10 now at the 44 of Minnesota. Still in a blocking back set. And for the 18th time in the first half, McCaffrey up the middle. He's going to get just 3 yards. But the penalty is on the defense. Encroachment against the Vikes. So 1st and 5 at the 39 of Minnesota. We reached the 2-minute warning. Niners rolling at home here in the NFC Divisional Playoffs, 21-3. And they're driving for more, it looks like, at this point. Run up the middle. McCaffrey, this time into a pass defense. And McCaffrey goes to his card. And McCaffrey with another short gain. 14-yard run. Down to the 25 as McCaffrey at the 2-minute warning. Or I should say the first play coming out of the 2-minute warning goes over 100 yards rushing in this game. Clock runs down, the 90 seconds remaining. Safety up close for the Vikes here now, showing blitz. Here's Elijah Mitchell, run right up the middle, and going to be a 2-yard loss as the Vikes sniffed out the run call there. 2nd and 12 as Minnesota will burn their first time out. So with 1:22 on the clock, Minnesota takes their first time out, hoping to get one more possession. Squeezed into the first half here. Niners on 2nd and 12, still in a run formation. Vikes stay in the nickel. Here's a quick slant. Tight end, Kittle over the middle, linebacker in zone. And that pass is incomplete. Garoppolo hitting his interception split roll. Just a 2 or 3, didn't get it. 3rd and 12. The incomplete pass allows the Vikings to retain that timeout. 3rd and 12. Here's a draw. McCaffrey into a pass defense. Going to try to get it. And McCaffrey just 2 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down and 10 at the Minnesota 25. From right here, that's a 2 through 7 and 12 as the Vikings burn their second timeout. That leaves 1:07 on the clock. And here comes Robbie Gould from 42 yards. 2 through 7 and 12. No good. He shanks it left. And the Vikes will have 60 seconds and 1 timeout left on the clock to try to get on the score. A field goal would make it a 15-point game and actually have some real value here. Ooh, back to pass and looking deep. There was a key on the running back and no good. Incomplete. Wow, with just under a minute on the clock, Cousins gets a long pass, wrong opportunity, and just couldn't get a number on his card. Rolled the 7, 2nd and 10. Three wide receivers, back to pass. Cousins looking short this time. Hawkinson's got it. He's heading for the sidelines, doesn't make it. Tackled at the 43-yard line by Charvarius Ward, and the Vikings will burn their final time out of the half. So the Vikings can't stop the clock again. 45 seconds left. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Pretty good range for Greg Joseph out to the 44-yard line. So just 11 yards away from his fringe range. Back to pass. Cousins looking deep, though. This one's going to Adam Thielen. And to the defensive car we go. Incomplete. Penalty, however, on San Fran, but just an offside. So not the pass interference. 1st and 5 now. Minnesota at their own 48. 37 seconds left in the half. Three wide receivers split out. Jefferson in the slot on this one. Here comes the deep ball to Jefferson. On the defensive card it goes, and JJ's got it. 6 on the white die, beats the defensive back end zone for 33 yards. And with 22 seconds left, after spiking the ball, Vikings are set up 2nd and 10 inside the red zone at the San Fran 19. So they're definitely in field goal range and still in play for a fast touchdown. Niners still up by 18, 21-3. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. It is Dalvin Cook. Niners out of the nickel. Jefferson, 3 catches, 95 yards. Back to pass Cousins. He is looking deep and going to a double-team receiver. And that's 2 men in the zone, incomplete. On the defensive card. Now 15 seconds remains. It's 3rd and 10 at the 19. And he's going to bring out the field goal because, yeah, you don't want to, you can't spike it here. Greg Joseph comes on from 36 yards. He's got it. There is a penalty, though. It's actually offsetting penalties. So he's going to be forced to kick it again. That kick is up, and it's good. And that'll get us to halftime. Your score at half. The San Francisco 49ers at home, 21, and the Vikings, 6. They're getting ready to go ahead and kick. I'm going to go ahead and grab the halftime stats just for context. San Fran outgains them 231-191 in the first half. 16 first downs to 10. The difference is in the red zone where the Niners are 21 for 21, 100%. Vikings also had 3 shots at the red zone. They ended up with 2 field goals. Second half is underway, and the Vikings have first possession. And this is odd because it reads as a touchback, but it says 1st and 10 at the 15. 1st and 20 at the 15, so I think it missed a penalty. That's what I must have missed. So the game has been a little glitchy tonight. Sometimes you have to piece it together. So Vikings 1st and 20 at their own 15. They'll split out 3 wide receivers here, 2 running backs. It's Cook. Niners starting the nickel. And it's off tackle, Dalvin Cook. And on his card, Cook's going to get just 1 yard. So 2nd and 19 now. Dalvin Cook just 5 carries, 13 yards in this game. He stays in here on 2nd and 19. Off tackle, right back to Dalvin Cook, and that's going to be a pickup of 9 yards on the play. And let me tell you how he got it. He got that on the Niners defensive card on 8. The reading was -1, but it added 10 yards because there was a box there. That's how he got a 9-yard pickup. One of the stranger 9-yard runs I've seen. 3rd and 10 now, as it does get the Vikings back into potential short pass, first down yardage. 3rd and 10, back at their 25. Oh, and a great call defensively. Long pass to T.J. Hawkinson. He is doubled by the safety. Great call, Rich Pierce here in a clutch situation, but a flush is going to give the Vikings second life. Dump off going to Jalen Reagor, and he's going to actually have an incomplete pass there. So 4th and 10 at the 25. Injury on the play to KJ Osborne, by the way, and he's going to miss the rest of this game. Vikings punt is a good one. 56 yards in the air, and it bounces and rolls for another 9, and the 49ers are going to have to start at their own 10-yard line. But the Niners are still up by 15 points, 21-6, as we get their first possession of the second half. McCaffrey at tailback. Defense looking run here, but it's quick slant. Kittle over the middle, and he's got it for 8. Niners 2nd and 2 now. McCaffrey's out. Elijah Mitchell comes in at tailback, blocking back set. And even on 2nd and 2, Vikings are sitting in a nickel. And there's a look-in pass. Deebo Samuel is the target. And a 6 on the white die gets that to the 0-man column. And Deebo Snake Eyes has got himself a long gain out across midfield and finally tackled at the Minnesota 42. Pickup of 40 on the play for Deebo Samuel. His second catch in this game. McCaffrey back in at tailback. Vikes look pass, but it's run. McCaffrey off tackle, right side. And McCaffrey on his card has got another short gain. Red hot today is C-Mac. 14 yards and a first down at the Minnesota 28. Right back to the blocking back set with Juszczyk in front of McCaffrey. Back to pass, Garoppolo. Defense looking pass. And we've got a flush. And it's going to be a dump off to George Kittle. That's a pretty good guy to dump it off to, but Garoppolo can't get it on his card. And it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now 12 of 17, 156, and a tutty. 2nd and 10, flat pass, right side, Deebo Samuel, and Deebo's got it. 6-yard completion. That on Deebo's receiver column right. And it sets up 3rd and 4 at the Minnesota 22. Blocking back set, it's McCaffrey. Defense looks run, and it is. Pitch out, McCaffrey going around the edge, and he's got just a yard. That was a snake eyes roll. Could have been a 49-yard run. Deebo Samuel got hurt on the play. Here comes a field goal attempt, by the way. 38-yarder and shanked again. Robbie Gould cannot hit it. He's missed from 42 and from 38, and it's still a 15-point lead. Let's take a look at that injury to Deebo Samuel. He's out for the remainder of this game. So that's a big loss. Vikings, thanks to the missed field goal, stay within 2 scores, trailing by 15. They'll begin this drive at their own 28. Cousins back to pass. Looking short. This one's going to Hawkinson, and he's got the... No, he does not. It's incomplete. With apologies to Dre Greenlaw. The reading was X or 15. I didn't know Greenlaw was going to be a 6 in coverage. I didn't see that fast enough. So 2nd and 10. Nice play, Dre Greenlaw. Looking forward to those 6 corners I'm expecting to see next year on my Chiefs defense. On 2nd and 10, here's a run. Dalvin Cook to his card, but just gets a couple. Got it in his wrong column, but Dalvin still averaging 3.4 on 7 carries in the game. 3rd and 8 now. The Vikes are going to split out 4 wides and have Hawkinson back in the backfield as well. Cousins back to pass. He's looking deep. This one's going to Jalen Reagor, and no good, incomplete. That was an interception split roll on San Fran card, and it was a 2-8 opportunity. Almost Cousins' fourth pick. They will have to punt it, though, 4th and 8 from their own 30. And another good punt here from Ryan Wright. 53 yards and a 9-yard roll on top of that. This time pinning the Niners inside the 10 at their own 8-yard line. So 8:06 to go, third quarter. Niners still up by 15 points, 21-6. They've got the ball at the 8. Off tackle, McCaffrey, and he's got 5. That one on his wrong column. Out to the 13 now. Halfway through the third quarter, he's approaching his fatigue number, but I don't know that the coach matters if he keeps running like this and run, and McCaffrey goes for 5. Defense keyed him, but went to the defensive card, 0 linebackers in zone, and McCaffrey a first down carry. Niners now at their own 18. McCaffrey's out. Mitchell's in. Vikes up in a 3-4 now. Garoppolo back to pass. He's looking short. This one's to Ayuk, and that pass is incomplete. Garoppolo hit his interception split opportunity for the second time in this one and missed the roll again. 2nd and 10. Safety up close now, showing blitz. Cameron Bynum. And Garoppolo back to pass. Looking downfield, looking short for his tight end Kittle, but he's brought down. Sack on the play, and the ball is loose. It is loose on the ground inside their own 15 and recovered by the Vikings at the 9. Zadarius Smith with a sack and the forced fumble. And just like that, the Vikings are first and goal at the 6. Big turnover. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Inside run, Dalvin Cook, and he's going to go for just 1 yard. Dennis Crowley is apparently backstage. Let's pull him in. Welcome, Dennis. How are we doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good. Doing good. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Vikes just got a big sack fumble in a game they've been struggling in, and they have an opportunity to cut it to 1 score, and here's a good call at a right time. Defense looking run, short pass, and that's to Justin Jefferson, and he's got a touchdown. The Vikings have cut it to a 9-point lead, and now you ask, do you go for the 1 or 2? He's going to go for 2 now and try to make it a 7-point game.
That's the advantage the 49ers have is on run defense on their cards with 1 man in zone, you get those zeros and negatives, where the rest of us are dealing with the +5, +6, +7.
Supreme run defense is a thing. And another short pass here on the 2-point attempt going to Justin Jefferson, and a receiver result again, and that means Jefferson's got it. And at the 5:06 mark of the third quarter, the Vikings, after a sack fumble by Zadarius Smith, have just cut it to 1 score, trailing the Niners now 21-14.
Yeah, I saw the pick in the end zone right before half. I was doing some things, put the game on, and I'm like, oh, what a mistake not to run it in there. And then I looked at the San Francisco Cards or just remembered them, and I'm like, yeah. I can see why he's throwing.
There's context there. That's so true. Here's a first down run. McCaffrey, he has been a workhorse. This time he's shut down. Tackle by Tomlinson. McCaffrey hit the 5 on his own card, 2nd and 10. And I believe he's 1 carry away from fatigue. Indeed he is. And we are still 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Here's a screen out to McCaffrey. And 6 on the white die. McCaffrey, another big one. Across midfield and finally brought down at the 37. Pickup of 30 on the play on double sixes. Actually, triple sixes as the Minnesota safety is hurt, Cameron Bynum.
Yeah, out for the game. Replaced by a 4 at least, though.
That's good news if you're the Vikings. The Niners, nonetheless, now from the 37. Elijah Mitchell in for McCaffrey, and Mitchell's got himself a short gain. He's got the wheels, too. Pick up a 13.
So he's subject to the low carry exception, but it was a white die 1, so he gets the full value of his card.
Do both of the other 2 cut that one short?
Yeah, 2 and 3. 2 and 3, he would have been limited to 6 yards because his average is 6.2.
Okay. 1st and 10 now off tackle left side, and Elijah Mitchell brought down right away. Skeeter called run defense and got a linebacker in zone and made the stop.
We got 2 really good run defenses here. I didn't notice Minnesota's card, but they're just as good as San Francisco. Maybe not rated supreme, but they're pretty good.
They are indeed.
They have to deal with the short gains with nobody in the zone, but you stick somebody in the zone, you can stuff it.
Safety up close, showing blitz now. Josh Metellus. Here comes the quick slant over the middle, tight end Kittle. And Kittle's got the catch, and it's 6 yards. So he gets more than half of the yards needed. It's 3rd and 5 now for the Niners. Inside the red zone now at the Minnesota 19. Niners have been golden on 3rd downs today, 5 for 8. McCaffrey's out. Mitchell's in a blocking back set. Safety up close, showing blitz again for the Vikings. Here's a run draw. Mitchell, and the defense sniffed it out. Nice call, Skeeter, getting the run call, and Mitchell stopped immediately. And that's going to make it 4th and 5. And from the 19, here comes Robbie Gould. Hasn't been the best today. This one from 36 yards. 2 through 10, he's got this one.
Yeah, without that run call there, that was going to be +8 based on the offensive tackle rating. So good call there by Skeeter.
Indeed. Vikings take over now after a touchback at their own 25. There's many points in this game, especially with 3 interceptions first half for Cousins, where it looked like it could become a blowout, but the Vikings are hanging tough. There's a 1st down run, 4 yards for Alexander Madison. Madison getting a lot more work than I think usual. I'm just guessing here, but the 2 rating on the block that Dalvin Cook doesn't have, contributing some for Bosa. Madison in again here. Back to pass. This one's going to Jefferson, and he is double teamed. Safety very active here, but it's a flush. So that's good news if you're Vikings. It's going to be out in the flat to Naylor, and a receiver opportunity. Naylor's got the catch and a 1st down. Pick up a 7. We reached the end of the 3rd quarter. We're on to the final quarter here in this NFC divisional playoff. Niners at home are up by 10, 24-14. Back to pass, looking short, and Hawkinson's got it. 1st down yardage. Minnesota now out to the 46. Robbie Gould just 1 for 3 today on field goals, helping to keep the Minnesota Vikings close. Dalvin Cook back in the game now at tailback. That last pass has Kirk Cousins over 200 yards. He's back to pass again. Cousins looking short here, but he's got a dump off. This one's going out to Adam Thielen. And Thielen going to get receiver opportunity in 6 yards. That in the 0-man column, so there were better readings for sure. The Vikings will take a 2nd and 4. Now into San Fran territory at the 48-yard line. Again, Greg Joseph's range is pretty deep. Here's a pitch out, Dalvin Cook, and actually a dead ball penalty. Holding against the offense. And 2nd and 14 now. Minnesota from their 42.
You just got to try to get those 10 yards back one play at a time. If you get 5 or 6 or 7 here, you're in good shape for third down.
Even 3 can make a big difference on an easier short pass completion to convert.
Yeah, Cook's got that 64-yard completion on a flat pass, so see if he gets.
There's a pitch out to Dalvin Cook going around the edge. Cook gets it on his card, and he's good for 4. Almost as if right on cue to set up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, big difference, 3rd and 10 and 3rd and 14 when you're looking at that Cousins short pass card.
Any short pass completion now gets you there. Plus, Cook has breakaways on his run card, too, so got to be tempted to take a shot at it. And now on 3rd and 10, Vikes are going to go full spread formation. No running backs in the formation. It's Hawkinson in the backfield. Beside Cousins out of the shotgun. Big play here. Back to pass, looking deep, and it's an empty zone. Justin Jefferson was double teamed, vacating that zone. It's going deep to Hawkinson, but unfortunately for the Vikes, we've got that flush. And here it goes. It's going to be a catch for 7 yards, not quite enough. And decision time for Skeeter Henderson. 4th and 3 at the San Fran 47. You're down by 10, 12-18 to go. I think you got to go for this. I know if I'm asking Dennis Crowley what you'd do.
No, I think you're right. I think there's only so many possessions left. It's a makeable 4th down. The only thing I don't like is if you land on those D cards, even with nobody in the zone, you're not going to make it on the 7-8 rolls.
No doubt. 0-rated nose tackle might help. Here's a run up the middle, right at that nose, and Dalvin on his cards got the first down. Skeeter takes the gamble and gets 6 yards and a first down. Now at the San Fran 41.
Run call there would have been 2 yards and a turnover on downs. So good sense by Skeeter that he was going to call pass.
And so the Vikes with a new set of downs, 2 tight end formation now. Skeeter starting to throw long to alternate receivers, trying to keep that double team safety off balance. Short pass here and incomplete. Pass intended for Adam Thielen. Cousins couldn't hit it on his card at 2nd and 10.
We're not quite there yet, but Greg Joseph, the kicker for the Vikings, is 2 through 6 and 12 out to the 44. So like a 45% chance if he has to kick a long field goal.
And a field goal makes a big difference when you're down by 10. Back to pass, looking deep, going to Justin Jefferson, and we've got a penalty, and it's incomplete. The penalty is the defensive pass interference. So Justin Jefferson getting work done, forces a penalty here, and the Vikings are now in the red zone, 1st and 10 at San Fran's 18-yard line.
Just like the Lions did in the NFL, they're picking on Diamador Lenore and his 0 rating.
As opposed to the 6-rated corner on the other side, Javarius Ward. It's a good point. 2 tight ends here. Dalvin Cook, the tailback. And here's a pitch out, Dalvin Cook, but it's sniffed out by Coach Pierce. Run call goes to the defensive card, but nothing doing there, as Dennis Crowley's been alluding to. 2nd and 10.
Look at that. Think about it. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are not going to get you anywhere when you're running at Joey Bosa's or Nick Bosa's side.
Dalvin Cook actually hit that box earlier today and got a 9-yard run out of it. Short pass. TJ Hawkinson's got the catch and the first down. Caught the Niners looking run again on that one and completed it to Hawkinson. His 5th catch of the game, and the Vikings 1st and goal now at the Niners 8-yard line.
Not showing blitz. And he's in a 4-2-5. Yeah, that's interesting because he's a 3-4 team. See a lot of zeros there on the field. I think this is his formation when he's like trying to prevent injuries. Got to take advantage of this. All those zeros are out there.
Here's a run up the middle. Dalvin Cook on his wrong column. He's good for 5. Then it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 3.
I'll do that too. Get my 4-2-5, which I never use. put all the backups in there in case you're in a regular season game and you're winning handily. But you got to remember in the playoffs not to pick that formation.
That's right. Still over 10 minutes left in this one, so definitely still a ball game. Back to pass, looking short. This one's going to Justin Jefferson and incomplete, and that was in harm's way as Cousins' interception split roll 2 through 6, and 8 was rolled. As a reprieve, it's 3rd and goal at the 3. 3 wide receivers going to split out here. Dalvin Cook the tailback. Defense looks pass. It's run. Cook going to try to go up the middle again to the defensive card. He can get nothing. 4th and goal at the 3. And with 9:18 to go, I think you got to kick it. And Skeeter agrees. Here comes Greg Joseph for the chippy 20-yarder. And it is good. And with 8:42 remaining, the Niners are now up by only 7 points. 24-17. Niners begin at their own 25. Elijah Mitchell in the backfield in the blocking back set. There's a first down run off tackle. Mitchell. Defense sniffs out the run call, and it goes nowhere. Nice call there, Skeeter Henderson. 2nd and 10. McCaffrey back in now. Still out of a blocking back set. McCaffrey just one more carry before he hits his fatigue. Back to pass. Looking deep. Empty zone. Does it hit the defensive card? No, we've got a flush. So here's a dump off going to the fullback, Juszczyk. And Garoppolo on his card sets up the yak for Juszczyk. And Juszczyk's got first down yardage. That's a net gain of 11 yards. -3 from Garoppolo and Juszczyk. Super fullback with his B-rated yak added 14.
Make sure to go back to full
36.
screen. Hit back to full screen when you get a chance. We got our mugs on there.
Say that again?
We're showing up on the broadcast, so go back to full screen when you get a chance.
Oh, thank you. I sure will. Thank you. Give me a second here.
Perfect.
Nice call. Thank you very much. First down off tackle, Elijah Mitchell. And Mitchell's got himself a short gain, and there's a box behind that. But a bad short gain roll. Still going to give him a good one, though. That's 21 yards for Elijah Mitchell into Minnesota territory, tackled at the 43-yard line by Patrick Peterson. And now we're at the fringe of San Fran getting to field goal range, and that's important for the Vikings. They need to stiffen up here, clinging to that 7-point deficit. Mitchell stays in at the tailback position. Like split pass, but here's the run off tackle. Mitchell, and just a 2-yard gain. Mitchell's got a great-looking card there, but got a bad roll. It's 2nd and 8.
And that was another white die one, so one of those short gains would have been a big gainer. Gould is only 50% out to you get to the 22-yard line.
He's missed a couple today. Here's a button hook and incomplete. There's a penalty, though, and it's holding against the offense. So Niners have to back up. It's now 2nd and 18 all the way back in their own territory at the 49.
One unfatigued carry left for McCaffrey. That's where we're seeing a lot of Mitchell lately.
Yep. He had 15 or 16 carries in the first quarter, I think.
Would you have been tempted to keep the incompletion there and leave it at 3rd and 8, or would you agree with backing it up to 2nd and 18 just because of the field goal possibility?
Oh, I'd back it up because of the field goal every day. Yeah, absolutely. Here's an off tackle, Elijah Mitchell.
Goes to the defensive card in the zone.
Counts a short gain on the defensive card, and he's got himself an 18-yard run, or does he? Did he go for 8?
Yeah, on the defensive. Yeah, that low rated halfback rule doesn't count on the D card. It's only on the O card. So it
That's
doesn't matter
right.
what you get.
So 2nd and 18. Mitchell goes for 18, moves the sticks. 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 33. Defense sniffs out another run call, and it's going to be brought down right away. Nose tackle, Harrison Phillips beats the white die.
Rich
2nd
is
and 10.
eating up that clock too. So
5:24 and counting.
Yep. Another low carry guy, Jordan Mason. He's got a lot of short gains in run, off tackle, and
running
blind
backs
buck.
to come at you with the Niners.
But he's also subject to that white die 2 or 3 reduction. His average per carry is 6 as well.
And here he goes, off tackle Mason. It is into a pass defense, and Mason on his card. He's got a short gain. Everybody's got a short gain. 15 yards. No, there's what it is. Explain what just happened there, Dennis. 6-yard gain.
Yeah, he's a low carry back. He has less than the 68 carries you need in a 17-game season. He's got 43 carries. So a white die 2 or 3, he's limited to his average yards per carry, which is 6.
And with that, it stops it at 3rd and 4. 4:48 to go. This is a huge play for the Minnesota defense. They've got to get off the field. They're keying on the running back McCaffrey. Here's the quick out going to Kittle. So a great call by the offense. As long as that goes to the offensive card, this has got to be a first down. No, 6 on the white die, and we've got a 12-yard reception. That went to the 0-man column. Receiver gave the Vikes a chance, but Kittle's good. Gets 12, and it's 1st and 10 now. San Fran at the 15, and with the clock tricking down to 3:36 or 4:12. Has it just changed right now?
So he's a clever job by Rich to use the backup running backs, save McCaffrey for a key 3rd down, and then pass when the opponent sees McCaffrey in the game expecting a run. That's the old cat and mouse game.
Indeed. And here's McCaffrey off tackle, going to the right side. He's going to be good for just 3 as the defensive card has a little soft spot there at the 6 number, and McCaffrey is officially fatigued. Stays in the game here on 2nd and 7.
The low fumble, the snap fumble for Garoppolo is a 1. McCaffrey's a minimum fumble guy as well. So not a lot of chance for a turnover here when they're running the ball. That's why San Francisco's keeping it on the ground.
Keeps that clock churning too, now at 3:36. Run up the middle, McCaffrey, and McCaffrey's got 5. That's going to make it 3rd and 2 at the Minnesota 7.
Just keep running it. Just keep pounding up the middle. It doesn't matter if you don't get in the end zone. You get that 2-score lead back with a field goal. And this drive has taken up at least 7 minutes from when I remember.
McCaffrey now 25 carries, 135 yards.
I guess about 6 minutes. So
6 minutes of possession. This will be the 12th play of the drive. A real clock churner for San Fran. It looks like it might just be the difference in marching them into the NFC title game. They're coming out with a full house here. I expect we might see a key on a running back, perhaps. Safety's up close, showing blitz. It's McCaffrey and Mason back there. It's a call of run defensively. Run up the middle to McCaffrey, and he's good for just 1. And that's going to make it 4th and 1 at the 6. We'll see if anybody's interested in the timeout here. They are not. Clock runs down to 2:24. Niners have a 4th and 1 at the 6. You got to kick it, and indeed, here comes Robbie Gould. Two through 10, and he's got it. Crushing blow for the Vikings, who now trail by 10 points. (27-17). Vikes do have 3 timeouts, of course. Starting this possession at their 25, Niners going to immediately go to the 3-2-6 deep dime. Here's a first down pitch out. Dalvin Cook going around the edge, and it goes to the defensive card. And so Cook, he does get out of bounds, but that doesn't matter at the 2-minute warning. He gets nothing. 2nd and 10 now. At the 2-minute warning, Niners lead by 10, 27-17. Vikings now full spread formation. Running backs are out. It's Hawkinson back in the backfield.
Not a bad idea with the 2-minute warning coming. Try one run, see if you hit a big play.
Cousins looking to throw, but he's going to have to scramble with it, and he gets an 8-yard run, but he's tackled in bounds. They run into the hurry up. 3rd and 2 from their 33, back to the spread formation. Back to pass, looking deep. This one's going to Justin Jefferson. 1-man in zone. And Cousins on his card. Hits the long gain. Jefferson's got the catch. And he is down the right sideline. There is a penalty. Hold your horses as he is brought down at the 5-yard line. It is illegal contact, San Francisco. The play will count.
Oh, my.
It is 1st and goal at the 5. 62-yard pass to JJ. 90 seconds left in this one. And I think I might throw it every time here. Saving that clock. Back to pass. Short and incomplete. There is a penalty. San Francisco flagged. What am I seeing? For offside, says Minnesota declines. But then
no,
why
they
am
accepted. They accepted. My side says accepted.
Okay, fair enough. So, 1st and goal at the 2-yard line now for Minnesota. Would you run it here, Dennis, or are you worried about the clock and the timeouts?
I would run it in run, try to get out of bounds, or throw it. Either way, you got to get in the end zone quickly. So if you're going to land on your card again, you want that run guess strong, but you never know. He could switch it up on you and guess run.
I hate to throw it out of the full house is the thing. But that's what he's going to do. Back to pass, going short to Dalvin Cook and incomplete. Dalvin was double teamed from what I saw as well.
Yeah, the one reason why I would run it is because remember you get out of bounds on a white die roll of 2, 4, and 6. So you have 2/3 of the time you land on the D card, you're gonna get out of bounds.
Sure, that makes sense.
So 67% chance of getting out of bounds. You got a good in-run card on Cook. So if it's on the offensive card, you're a touchdown. Defensive card, you're a touchdown or you're out of bounds.
Back to pass, looking short, and it's a caught for a touchdown. Will it count? There's a penalty. And
holding.
It is holding on the offense. Wow, Cousins hit Hawkinson for the touchdown, but wipe it away. Now 2nd and goal at the 12. And with that, they're not going to waste any time. Skeeter Henderson's going to bring out the field goal kicker and cut this to a 7-point lead and go for that onside kick.
Interesting, because it's going to take him 2 plays to get in the end zone on a short pass. So I can see why he's doing it, but he missed the field goal.
And he shanks the kick.
Jeez. If it
Greg
wasn't for bad luck,
Joseph
he'd have no luck at all.
cannot hit the kick. And the San Francisco 49ers get the ball back with a 10-point lead. And Rich Pierce will take a knee. Minnesota starts to burn their 3 timeouts.
All right, Tim, it was fun jumping on with you. I'm going to take off.
Thanks for your help tonight, Dennis. You have a good one, buddy.
Yeah, take care. I got a game in another league, so I'll talk to you soon.
All right, good luck. Took a knee again. Actually, there was a penalty. Niners are back at their 14 now, but Trey Lance is in. He takes a knee. That'll burn Minnesota's second timeout. 45 seconds left. So the Niners are going to have to get away a punt here. And after another knee and another timeout, it is 4th and 18 for San Francisco from their 12. So do they have a blocked punt? They don't show one here. What about punt returns? No. Mitch Wishnowski from the 12 gets away a 48-yarder. Going to be fielded at the 40-yard line and nothing doing. So the Vikes take over, 22 seconds left from their own 40-yard line. They have no timeouts. They're down by 10. And the San Francisco 49ers are going to advance to the NFC Championship game. They will play the winner of Packers versus Eagles. Long pass by Cousins was incomplete. Receiver was double teamed. This game looked like it was going to get out of hand early when the Niners were up 21-3 with the help of Kirk Cousins' trio of interceptions. But give Skeeter credit. He hung on, fought tough, and gave himself a chance to win down the stretch here. Cousins back to pass, looking deep and incomplete again. It's 3rd and 10. Now just 15 seconds remaining. Niners were the runner-up last year. Anthony's Chargers beating the Niners in the Super Bowl. And Rich has his team right back in the NFC title game. Deep ball to Justin Jefferson is incomplete. And we're just 8 seconds away. Niners outgained the Vikings in this one, 425-276. Niners were 50% in the red zone. Deep pass is incomplete. And with 1 second remaining, the Niners take over at the Minnesota 40. And Trey Lance is going to take a knee here, and this game is over. Your final from the West Coast, the San Francisco 49ers, top seed in the NFC, advances to the NFC Championship game with a 27-17 victory over the Minnesota Vikings, coached by Skeeter Henderson. And we invite both coaches on to join. We'll see if either do. Never any pressure. And the 49ers will still be without Eric Armstead through the Super Bowl and Michael Dumfour in the NFC title game. In the AFC divisional round, we will have the Jaguars at the top-seeded Bills and the Bengals head to Kansas City for a date with the Chiefs. In earlier action tonight, the New Orleans Saints won the Coach of the Year championship. Congratulations to Dan Sir on his third Coach of the Year championship in the USFFL. 1 with the Browns, 2 with the Saints. All right, so it appears our coaches may not be popping in tonight, which is just fine. So I think we're going to go ahead and sign off here. Congratulations to Rich Pierce as he advances to the NFC title game with his 49ers, and congratulations again to Dan Sir on his big victory tonight. I'm sure there will be more action coming up, and you can bet I'll be doing everything I can to broadcast these games as the USFFL rolls on. Good night, everybody.